So for the first race we've come here to Circuit de Catalunya, the national circuit specifically, and we've got a field of B-class American cars and Italian cars. I have gone with a Chevrolet Chevelle Super Sport. Something I usually wouldn't build. I usually would sort of stick away from American cars altogether if I'm building race cars. But I wanted to build something a bit different, and I have. I've built a muscle car. I also have my Montreal for backup. If I want to use that, that's probably my favourite race car built for a specific class. Oh, the Cortina's out of shape into the sort of swooping S-bend up the hill. But there's a long straight just around these next few corners. I'm just trying to gain as much time as I can on it. You can see here I'm gaining even more time around that fast right, into the fast right, into another fast right, and then the fast left here onto the sort of smaller back straight. Could I maybe send up the inside of the hairpin? I can get later on the brakes on him, I know that for sure. Let's shove it into first gear momentarily. Try and get a good run out of the hairpin, come on! Ah, not quite, he's just going to get back past me before the left-hander into the right-hander, the long right-hander. He will struggle getting good corner speed around here, at least compared to me. He's a little bit sideways on the exit. Can I get the inside up into the right-hander, down the hill, into the final chicane on the track? We're alongside at least, trying to get good on the brakes. I'll have the inside line for the right-hander coming out of the chicane. He's still trying to fight back, coming around the last corner. I don't think he'll really need to fight back on the corner because, well, he has good acceleration as you're seeing there. In the rearview mirror, he's pulling. Look at that. There's nothing I can do about that, really. And he's gone. I'm going to have to try and fight back coming into the first corner. As I mean, this isn't slow. 140 miles an hour is touching at the end of this straight, but yeah. That Cortina's pretty fast. We're fighting back into the first corner, come on, we're at least got a nose alongside. That's not enough though. He's got good acceleration. Try and maybe cut back up the S-bend. No, not enough. Right, into the hairpin. Ooh, God, that was late on the brakes. That was very late on the brakes. Just about got that pulled up in time, but yeah, wasn't really too worth it in the end as he just, well, overtook me again. But we're sticking with him at least. This is where I can really gain time, this sort of fast right-hander up at the top of the hill, and then these sort of swooping chicane here. Really quite fast corners, but this thing really holds on quite well. He's going semi-defensive on the inside of the corner. That's fair, I guess. Trying to make me go the long way around. Let's keep it in second, see if I can get a good run on the outside of him. Try not to wheel spin and drift, that would slow me down. Trying to keep it as controlled as I can. Come on, he's getting a little bit out of shape on the exit, a little bit off across the AstroTurf. Come on, I just want to try and pry open a gap where I can just get my Chevelle through. We're alongside, coming through the final chicane. There's a little bit of bumping. Come on, no, he's going to accelerate just past me before the final corner. He's going to get in front before the final corner. There's a Punto coming into all of this and a Mustang. It's going to be pretty close between them. I think the Mustang might just get it between those two. And me and the Cortina's battling. I nearly got caught by the Mustang and the Fiat as well. That was a pretty good battle towards the end with that Cortina. Didn't quite manage to get it in the end though. So here we are, we arrived at Mazda Laguna Seca. Quite an interesting thing there. A donk, someone has chosen a donk, it's Kiak. Yeah, there's no surprises there. Yeah, I've stuck with my Chevrolet. I do really quite like it, it's really quite surprising for what it is. A big old muscle car, it's really quite good handling. So yeah, I'll stick with it, see how it goes. We've got another big muscle car up ahead, the Plymouth Fury, which surprisingly drives pretty well. I've driven the tune that guy is running, and it actually really handles pretty well. So kind of similar to mine, a big muscle car that he's made into a good handling car. We're catching up to him battling with a 4C. Quite a weird. Well, I'm not sure if you could really imagine these three cars in a battle. Two very big old muscle cars and a modern Alfa Romeo sports car. Pretty interesting, but it should make out for a good battle, so let's see. Obviously, we will have him on the straights, because, I mean, I can just see by the way that thing's cornering, it's going to be slower than us in the straights. Right, so can I catch him into this first corner here? He's going to go pretty defensive into the first corner, sticking to the left-hand side, getting the apex nicely. There's two more massive big muscle cars up ahead, the Chevy El Camino and the Plymouth. In a little bit of a battle, the Plymouth has caught up to Louis in the El Camino. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to get past Sui in the 4C. I mean, I'm doing well at sticking to the back of him, not too well on the overtaking front. Come on, I've got the acceleration, I've got the speed down this straight here, but I won't be able to outbrake him into this left-hander as we come up the hill. He's gone a little bit wide. Oh, he's slightly on the sand there, got a bit of a wonky run. Oh, I don't want to try that. I do not want to try that. I'm just going to squeeze the brakes a little bit, lift off, give him that position for now, because, oh, I don't want to try that. I've driven off the track on my own accord anyway. Oh, that went well. Yeah, I didn't want to try and go too wide through there with, I mean, sure, that's a pretty small car, but this isn't. So, right, so the El Camino and the Plymouth are fighting up ahead. They're going too wide through the final corner. The Plymouth's a little bit off on the sand. Of course, them battling will slow them down. The Alpha is, you can see, catching up to them, and then I might be able to catch up to the Alpha that way and finally get past it. There's a Punto that I know is really pretty good handling, so that could also catch up to us as well. He's going to outbrake me into the corkscrew as well. He's going up the inside of the Plymouth. He might actually get the move done. No, he isn't. The Plymouth is just gonna hold that off, but he's got the inside line for this long left-hander here. He might be able to have the advantage on the grip front and just slither past him there. This is a pretty good battle we're having here between all of us in this little pack. I could actually maybe, if I'm lucky, get the Alpha on the straight finally as we come onto the penultimate racing lap. Oh, can I get the inside? He's got nowhere to go. He's got the Plymouth in front of him. That was a good overtake, I think. I'm pretty sure that was that 2 in 1. Oh my god! It was 2 in 1. Amazing, absolutely amazing. 2 cars in 1 braking zone. That is how you do it. Up to 5th position. The Plymouth is all over the place in the back of shot there. I might be able to get Louis now. Now he's not under threat from the Alpha. However, he could be in this sort of technical sector here. I might actually come under threat from that thing. So I need to be wary of both cars. Oh, he's left a gap there. I might be able to just get up the inside. The Alpha, meanwhile, we're battling, is just catching up in the background there. You can see it in the rearview mirror. Can I get around the outside of him here on the hairpin? No, he's just going to squeeze me out a little bit there, but that's fine. I have got pretty good acceleration off the corner there, even with that slight squeeze onto the curb. We're still got a nose alongside him here. Come on, into the first corner. We're going to have to go the long way around if we're wanting to make that overtake work. I have got pretty good grip in this thing, so that could well work. We're still side by side. He's going to do the same thing as he did in that final corner, just sort of squeeze me out a little bit. But that's a legitimate move. The Alpha, all the meanwhile, is still catching up. Whereas right up behind my Chevy, the blue one, he can't really do anything into here. There's just 2 massive Chevys all around him, and he's completely boxed in by us both. Yeah, this is quite an interesting one. I'm trying to get past Louis in the El Camino. I don't know where to brake there. I think I broke a bit too early, but it's fine. Hasn't really hindered me too much. Oh, I'm in completely the wrong gear there. I was in 3rd and not 2nd, and now the Alpha's coming back. We are on the final racing lap here at Laguna Seca. He's going to back out that one. I think wise to do that. Oh, that wasn't wise. Oh, I shifted up at the wrong point, and now he's got a good run on me. He's not going to quite pull alongside into the corkscrew, though. I'm going to try and brake as late as I dare into here. I don't think I'll quite get Louis in the El Camino, unless he maybe makes a mistake. I'm just going to try and fend off from the Alpha. Should I send it up the inside of the hairpin? The final corner. Do I want to do it? Oh, he's going to come across quite vigorously there. Really wasn't expecting that. I mean, he's in a pretty big car, and if he just parks on the inside, then I guess I've just got nowhere to go. It was a pretty good battle. I mean, I got past the Alpha finally, after what felt like about 20 laps, but it was actually probably about, what, 5, I think? Yeah, that was a pretty good race. Right, so, Homestead Road. I've stuck in my Chevelle, as I do really quite like it. It's pretty good all round. Yeah, hopefully it should do fairly okay here, at least. We've got a van up ahead. I suspect I will get beaten by that. Knowing my luck, I probably will. The van is still up ahead. He's in 7th place. He's still battling with a Mustang, an El Camino, and a Chevrolet that is painted to look like a Dodge Dart. It's quite confusing. The first time I saw it, I thought, that's a Dodge Dart. No, it's an old Chevrolet of some kind. I've forgotten the exact name of it. But Muggs has painted it to look like a Dodge Dart, which is rather clever. Alright, we've got a good run on Louis there, where we're very clean through that, through those couple of corners there. I might be able to maybe send it up the inside into the hairpin there. No, he's going to go very defensive on the inside, of course he is. Making me go the longer round. Come on, let's see if he can maybe stick it there, or is he gonna... No, he's just gonna come back over to the right hand side and close the door, just slam it shut in my face, pretty much. It's gonna be another one of these battles between the two massive big Chevys. We're side by side coming into the fast left-hander. I'm just backing out of that. He will probably give me enough room, well, I'll say that as he goes onto the grass momentarily. He would probably give me enough room, but I just don't want to risk that, basically. Alright, good run off of there. I'm closing in the gap to him on this straight. He's going to pull to the right. Nope, there we go. I'm there. He's still pulling to the right. I am alongside. Finally, I'm up the inside of him here. I've spotted an opportunity to get up the inside, and I've gone for it. Is it successful? Can I still keep alongside him here? Oh, he's got a bit wide there. Onto the grass. Still alongside though, but that means I will be on the outside for this hairpin once again here. Let's just get late on the brakes, stick alongside him here, make him go right to the inside. Oh, there's a bit of contact there. I'm shoved out to the outside once again. Come on, can we finally get up the inside of this El Camino into the hairpin? He's braking very, very late. He's left the brake incredibly late there. Well, I say incredibly late. He has actually made the corner, and he's still ahead of me. That was a good bit of driving, I'll give you that. He broke, actually, maybe a little bit too late, but if anything, that worked in his favour. I should have done that when I was alongside him, forced to be going around the outside. Yeah, he pulled that off incredibly well. Can we go for a big send on the El Camino here? We're late on the brakes, but we got pulled up just in time on the curb on the inside, but he's just around the outside again. I think, yeah, I mean, obviously we weren't all alongside quite into the braking zone there, so he has been able to get a pretty good run, not alongside me, but I've got a really good run off of the corner nevertheless, even though I was stuck on the inside of the corner. Oh, can I go around the outside of him here? It's a risky move, we're half on the grass. No, not quite, not quite. He's got a wonky run into there though, a little bit wide. Where's the Mustang going in all of this? I don't want to clatter him. In the panic, trying to get past Louis as we head onto the penultimate racing lap here. Right, the Mustang is still right behind me. I'm trying my best to keep up with Louis, who's sort of getting away as the Mustang is catching up in certain points. As I'm trying to defend from the Mustang, he's getting away, which isn't good for me. Come on, send up the inside. Into first gear we go. Come on, bit of contact. I'm not sure if he was actually expecting me to do that. But he's, yeah, kind of forced me to the inside. I've got really quite a bad run there. The Mustang is catching. Will I have to? Yeah, I mean he's alongside now. His front is just alongside my rear there. Will he be able to send up the inside? No, he won't. I've slightly cut across him there, but he has backed out, which is probably the best thing to do around there. We're heading on to the final racing lap now. The Mustang has had a bit of a mistake coming up the banking there, as is quite likely to do that. You know, you never know if your car is going to just fire up the banking and go into the wall. We're alongside Louis into the first big braking zone, turn 2 here at Homestead Road. Oh, can we keep it alongside? The front end is still alongside the El Camino, the massive long front end on this Chevelle. No, he's just kept that there as we're giving a bit of a bump through the right-hander onto the straight. Can I get a good run? Probably not after that, to be honest. He's going to stick to the right-hand side. I'm going to have to try and go the longer round if I'm wanting a wide pass. Actually, maybe not. He's pulling back to the left-hand side. I'm not sure if he was expecting me to go up the inside, which is probably fair. I don't think I'm quite close enough into that corner. Not too much of a big braking zone into there. However, this corner coming up here, the left-hand hairpin, is a big braking zone, so I might be able to do anything. I might be able to do something into here if I'm lucky. Come on, one big last send up the inside. Come on, Chevelle. No, there's not quite a gap there. He's closed that, and I'm not quite close enough. He got turned in just before I could do anything. So now we're heading onto the straight just coming into the final sector now. Come on, Chevelle. We can get this El Camino and get 8th place. It's not the highest of positions, but it is a position nevertheless. So obviously, we're going to want a higher position, whatever it is. So yeah, I'm trying my best. He's on the inside line. Can I maybe cut across, cut back? No, I wasn't quite close enough to actually get up the inside there, into the braking zone. Come on, cut back, cut back. Come on, Chevelle. No, it's not quite a good enough run off of there. I did try and get as much to the inside as was possible, but Louis taking that, sadly. So yeah, that was a pretty fun battle. The Mustang, he was there for a little bit and then kind of dropped off the end in the final few laps with a couple of mistakes. So yeah, fun battles nevertheless.